The president of Kazakhstan has ordered his security forces to use lethal force on protesters after days of unrest following a sudden rise in fuel prices. Russian troops have arrived to support his government, but the US Secretary of State is warning Moscow may not want them to leave and it may be difficult to get them out. Our correspondent Abdurasulov is in Kazakhstan's largest city of Almaty with the very latest.
The army of Kazakhstan is standing guard here on the streets of Almaty. After days of violence and many protesters killed, the state's security forces seem to be back in control. And when we came close to them, the warning not to approach is very clear. Today the president was clear too. Any more unrest will be met with lethal force.
Terrorists continue to damage state and private property and use weapons against civilians. I have given the order to shoot to kill without warning.
President Tokayev portrays the protesters as terrorists who are sowing chaos. They say that their movement is peaceful and blame the authorities for provoking the violence. The unrest was triggered by a sharp rise in fuel prices. But this country's authoritarian regime is unpopular.
Some of the biggest clashes took place here at the former presidential residence and the mayor's office. The buildings were burnt down, and you can see here all these cars were also set on fire. You can hear again the shots, but maybe it's the military and police officers are firing into the air to warn people not to approach the square, because they closed the square in order to prevent people from gathering.
Many people fear that the violence will drag on. Along with protests, many shops were looted. This 22-year-old man says that while he supports the demands of the protesters, he wants looters to be stopped. It's really scary, and we feel we have no protection, this woman says.
This is one of the electronics shops that was looted in Almaty. And I think the looters tried to burn this place as well because it still smells with smoke. This mass unrest is a huge blow for Almaty, which is the financial capital of Kazakhstan.
It's not clear yet if the violence is over or how much damage has been done to the authority of Kazakhstan's hardline leader. Abdurasulov, BBC News, Almaty.